Welcome back to another video. We are working on the Megane today, and we're going to be doing the inside. Last time we cleaned the outside, and today we're going to be cleaning the inside. So I'll give you an overview. It's not in the best condition, I'll be honest with you. There's a few scratches here and there, and the carpets absolutely stink. As we can see, there's sand. I think that's a crisp or a chip or a piece of lettuce. There's dog hair absolutely everywhere, and I'm going to take it that that's some sort of bodily fluid. It's on the steering wheel as well. Little drips of it there. There's just a layer of grime on absolutely everything. As we can see, that's brand new stitching up in there. Nice and bright grey, but it looks near enough black there where they've been holding the bottom of the wheel. In all the nooks and crannies, I don't know what's in there, but it's not very nice. As you can see, anything that can't be wiped down is filthy. Door pockets are dirty as well. There's food wrappers in there. The carpet's got a little bit threadbare there, but I'll see what I can do with that. I'll try my best to try and hide it, fix it, stop it from getting any worse, something like that. The carpet up here, the person must have had a club foot or something like that. And when they press the accelerator, I've been pressing it like that, and it's pulled the carpet down. So I've got to pull this trim off, see if it hooks onto anything, or if not, just try and flatten the carpet back out. The seats, I don't know what you're going to catch if you sit in them, but I wouldn't like to sit in them every day, all day. So first things first, I've got the back seats out just to see how bad it is. And you can see there's all sorts of stains on them. And someone's been at the fuel pump for something or other, so I'm going to have to reassemble that. So there's two screws there, I'm guessing that there for this. A little earring, got 4p there, 5p there. So probably made about 10p including that earring. And again, more pine needles, just like what we had in the boots. We've got more sand in the back as well, all where it's fell through the seats. So first thing I'm going to do is, I'm just going to give it a hoover, see how much of it comes out, and see how it looks with just a hoover. Found the toenail! Found another fingernail! So I've done the whole car with the hoover, and I'm not impressed with the outcome whatsoever. Even the likes of that non-slip fabric is full of sand, so I think it's going to need a much deeper clean than I originally thought. And again, more bodily fluids. I've come up with a plan. The only way I'm going to get the sand out the carpet is to remove the whole interior, seats, carpet and all the rest of it. So I've just started disassembling the centre console, and before I go ahead and remove it, just thought I'd show you everything I found in there. There's peanuts in there, and this is one of the main reasons I'm wanting to strip the interior. The entire centre console has now been removed. Got some additional wire in there. Got loads of hair, and I've just started removing the plastics. They literally just pull off. But I did actually manage to get the carpet out. I had to pull this piece of soundproofing out with the cubby box, and I had to make one cut, which I'm not too upset about. I just cut it right under there. I managed to keep this piece and this piece, and the piece that goes right under there. So I don't think it'll actually move with just the one cut. But this soundproofing is wet. I'm just going to vac that. Nothing really to see there. So the carpet, I've hoovered it. I've been hitting it with a stick from the inside and the outside. And I've been brushing it with a stiff brush. And of course I've been hitting it with the air compressor as well. And this is what it looks like on this side. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. You can hit this now, and enough sand comes out of it. And this is the side I haven't even touched. all the sand rises to the top. The entire time that I've been cleaning the carpet, I've had the car running, I've reinstalled the vents, and I've got it under our soundproofing. So, they're not bone dry, but they are dry. There's no water coming out of them now. There's no water on my hand. So, I am going to go ahead and put it back in. But before I come and bring a nice clean carpet out, let's get rid of all this first. Carpet is in, and it looks a damn sight better. So these are the products I'm going to be using. I've got some fabric freshener, got Demon fabric, and I've used that on the back seats, and the back seats have come out alright. And I've got some air freshener as well. And in the wet vac, I've got some orange scented star drops mixed in. So I think it's going to be a good idea to spray some air freshener underneath the carpets, just because I think that's where the smell was coming from originally. So just go ahead. It's not going to come through the carpet because it's got this plastic lining on, but it should come up out the seams. Put that down and lock it in. The first thing I'm going to do while I'm wet vacuuming, I'm just going to spray the star drops onto the carpet. I'm going to do it in half so I make sure that I suck all the water up before I move on. And I'm going to agitate all of this now. Just get it nice and foamy, agitate anything on the bottom. It's all clean now. Unfortunately it started raining quite heavy, so I had to put the interior and the seats back in without cleaning them. But I found a solution to fix our threadbare carpets. I've managed to get my hands on a set of Megane mats. So I was looking for something in the scrappy, and whenever there's a Megane in there now, I'll just go over and have a look, see if there's anything decent on it worth having. And I found a set of mats. I've only got the front two, but that's all that matters. I've given these a good wet vac, and they've come up quite clean. And these are also on the velcro, so it's not going to move, and I'm probably never going to need to lift it until I clean it. So sticking with the wet vacuum theme, I'm going to be moving on to the passenger side seat. I've done all the others, they just need wiping down. So I'll show you how I've done the others on this one, because I think this one's the worst. I'm just going to spray it with the star drops out the vac. Don't want to put too much on, and I don't want to leave it for too long. Same again on the back. So I ran out of the vanish, used it all on the back seats. So I've got some of this. It seems to do the job, so I'm going to spray it on. Give that a minute or so just to soak in, and then when it gets to this stage I'm going to go ahead and use the brush. It seems a bit heavy, but it hasn't damaged any other seats. of them suds now, they've gone black. This is all the water off everything I've wet back. As you can see in there, the sand on the bottom. Next we're moving on to all the plastics and the doors. I'll demonstrate what I'm doing on the door and go ahead and do that for the rest of the car. The door pocket's minging. The stitching's a bit dull as well, so we'll give it all a good scrub. Just finished the door, it's come out spotless. The stitching's nice and bright. It's still wet there, I'll have to dry that one. The door pocket is nice and clean, so we'll go ahead and move on. Not much left to do in here now. Dust the dash down, clean the windscreen, and let's see if we can improve this stitching. So I'm going to show you how I got this from this. Spray it up with my D.i.y fabric. Let that soak into the stitching. While it's soaking into the stitching, go ahead, get the sweat and grime out of the dimples. And then with the same wet cloth, go ahead and scrub the stitching on the inside. It's coming off already. Steering wheel has come out absolutely perfect. You can actually see all the dimples, the vast majority of them. At the top there starting to wear away, but down here they're well pronounced. And right now I'm just tidying up the headliner, just spot washing it. I've cleaned all them buttons up, they look brand new. And that sun visor, absolutely black. And I've done this side, come out bright grey compared to that. And so I don't get dripped on, I've just been using D.i.y wipes. Look at that. I'll go ahead and do the old sun visor with them. Just in the middle of doing the armrest. Done this off, and as you can see, that scum line there, it's actually brown. So we've got a fresh wipe. I've used 2 on this half already. And that's not even doing the stitching. I'm glad I'm not driving it yet anyway, and it being this filthy. Final thing to do now is to do the glass on the inside. Best thing I find is when you're doing glass, use your glass cleaner, clean the glass with some paper towel, and then buff it off with one of these. If there's any dust left behind by the tissue, this will grab it. Microfiber, specific for glass. and it doesn't leave any smears. Just going to spray the glass now, and I know I've cleaned the dash, but I'll give it a wipe down when I'm finished. Do it at the same time, and then I don't have to worry about getting the dash wet, and then when I do the dash I don't have to worry about getting the glass wet. So I'm going to do it in halves just to show you. So now that's wet, take your paper towel, and then once you've got your glass cleaner all rubbed in with the paper towel, it's still semi-wet, so I'll buff it off with this. And finally, with our glass microfiber, with the entire windscreen done now, it's absolutely speckless. No watermarks, no scrub marks where someone's done it with their hand on a frosty morning. And I've got rid of our oily handprint. So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. Bear in mind it's not as clean as it once was because this is filmed a little bit later. I don't know what I'm going to do about that seat. Whether I can do anything about it or not, I don't know. But the levers have come off really nice. Got bright grey stitching. There's no stains. The mats give it a nice finish. All the doors now are spick and span. There is no longer any foreign fluids embedded in the seats. And it smells a lot nicer in here now as well. You can still smell it coming up through the carpet. Got a couple of air fresheners. The cockpit is nice and clean. So it's going to make for that little bit better driving experience. The dashboard is nice and clean. No longer a layer of grime on there. And I've got a full family of fresh chameleon air fresheners on here. I've got one of each, and it makes the car smell absolutely amazing. And finally, I've gone ahead and added LEDs to all the courtesy lights, even in the back. I've left the sun visor ones yellow, but everything else is LED. And now it's actually clean and spotless. It feels brand new. And last but not least, I've gone ahead and glued the carpet. So we've got all that space there now. Still a little bit wrinkly, but I'm sure they'll die off eventually. So if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. Don't forget to comment. And make sure to subscribe to a man like Liam, so I can catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.